Got a little carried away last night here in the dining room table. There is a lot of Lego happening here. Lots of mess. Clarkman is prepping right now because we are going to be going live on our Lego channel, building this Batman set this morning. We just ended our stream and catastrophe strikes. Clarkman knocked my glass over, but I wanted to show you something with this carpet. The water just sits on top. It doesn't even absorb in. I just wanted to show that really neat. before we absorb it into some paper towels.
Oh my gosh, that's cool.
I knew you'd like that.
Look at that. It's literally just...
Is that magic?
It's magical.
I know.
Paper towels just doing that.
What is this voodoo? What is this sorcery? Zing! There wasn't much left. We're being wasteful. We're being a little wasteful. It's very wet over here, though. I wonder how many people's mornings out there look anything like this.
Hey! I got my toilet paper ready.
Thank you.
It's tall.
Thank you.
It's tall. Whoa!
Let's go to school.
I need to look at your creeper.
Oh, yeah. You haven't seen it yet, have you?
Yeah.
Oh, I got to show this to you. We started a little something in the driveway yesterday.
That's neat. Where's his mouth and eyes?
Those are his eyes.
Why are you not filling them with red?
Does he need red eyes?
Yeah.
All right, red eyes coming up. Some things need to be done. The school bus just passes us by as we're drawing this in. You want to do the mouth? You want to put the finishing touch on it?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. That's way better. Thank you for helping me with that. Perfect timing, actually. Oh my goodness, I love you so much.
Love you so
I probably just got chalk on you.
See you.
Have a glorious day.
See you in the next 6.5 hours.
See ya. Now 11:21 a.m. Got a couple videos edited this morning, which is always a good thing, being that you probably want to watch videos. And then I had a guy come, had a little bit of work done out front here. If you look down here, you might see a whole bunch of these little spike things. And what these are the spikes that hold in the shutters. When we went on vacation this year, we came home and one of our shutters was on the ground, so I paid our guy that did our sink downstairs to come over and fix those. And this is kind of what happens. You can see the green ones are what were in there, and they're pooched. So got those fixed. He also checked a bunch of the other ones up top. I fixed ones down here before, but I don't like the height so much. So yeah, that's good. At least until the next big windstorm hits this winter and more of them fly off. But he seems to think that we're good to go, and I've got more of these, so we're ready for battle. Definitely nice to have a guy, though, that can help you with things that you have no expertise in or knowledge in. And when this guy came and did our sink area down at Baratech, I was like, you do other stuff too? And he's like, yeah. So I was like, okay, you're my guy. I have big dreams of getting the studio organized today because, as you can tell, this place is returning to its nightmarish form. Holy smokes, my iPad is still on after all this time. That's a little nuts. But before all that happens, I gotta get some food in me. I ended up buying something from the grocery store that I thought I would try with you guys to see how it is. This is Campbell's Chunky Chili with Beans. Now, I'm a chili fan. Cody's chili. Can Campbell's Chunky compete? Let's find out. While I'm eating lunch today, I'm gonna do some research on some various camera options. I've got a few in mind, but I need to see some comparisons. I like this camera a lot. I think the quality is really good. Like, the image quality is great, and I like the blurry background that it gives, but it's just not wide enough for vlogging. I need it to be way wider, like GoPro wide. And I have a wide lens on my Canon camera, but the quality isn't nearly as good, and it's a much darker lens, so everything is just, ugh. This looks nicer, just wider. That's all I need. There's my chili, though. My chickens are freaking out, and my chili's done. Smells glorious. Look at that deliciousness with the steam coming off of it. It's a thing of beauty. Somebody's fussing out here. What's going on down there? I see who it is. It's Lemon. These guys are like, what's the deal? Chickens be crazy. We'll try it out here. The chili beans are good. The flavor's good. It's the hamburger meat that's in there. It's like the meatballs they put into SpaghettiOs, whatever that is. That's sort of what this is. Not to say it's bad, it's just a weird texture. It's lunch. We're about to go back into build mode. I've got a media stand here. It's going to replace this media stand. This is just some storage drawers that I have, and my PlayStation 5 is kind of just resting very dangerously on top of it. So that is going to be there. I just have to build it. Put this aside. All right. Please don't be broken. Oh. We got some styrofoam that'll get everywhere. We've got lots of legs, and they're all labeled nicely, which I appreciate. Oh my. This is going to be a real easy setup, I think, being that it's just that. I've done stuff like this before, but it's always been kind of low quality. This is going to be a nice one, I think. Holy, I can barely lift this, and I just wanted to share that with you and also get a workout in because this thing is legit. Making a little spike that comes up. Do the same thing right here. One-handed, of course, because that's how you do it when you're a vlogging boss. Watch this magic. Oh yeah. Gotta get all 4 of these in here. Lower it down. I'm gonna do that a bunch more times with a bunch more of these, and this thing will be awesome. I'm in the final stages here, and I made a slight modification to this. I actually took out one of the shelves here to make like a really big shelf because I want to display the PlayStation 5, which you can see over there. In fact, I could even zoom into it. I want to have it standing upright. I think that's the way it was intended to be displayed, and it's going to sit perfectly on the top once I flip this over. And then this bottom one, which is also upside down, that's going to house this. Something I just got this last weekend. This is the Xbox Series X, and I'm very excited to have those both hooked up. Plus I have something else coming tomorrow, which is it's gonna be a whole video within itself, I think, for tomorrow's vlog. But let me put these last few things on here as we get ahead of ourselves here. Getting a little excited for what's to come tomorrow, gaming wise, entertainment wise. Just know that everything over there is going to change. We're just turning that on, tighten this down a bit. We got a little bit of a It's a little weird here because of that, but I think once it's setting up and once this is all tightened down, you won't really notice that. I just felt like that was going to be a waste of space having that little shelf there because I really have no use for that. This is probably the cheapest part of this are these little feet you put on. But they do the job. Now we'll flip it this way. Oh goodness, this is a fingerprint magnet. But there it is. Again, I know it looks a little weird having this big spot here, but that PS5, that thing it's a monster. Otherwise, there would be a shelf here, but I don't think that's quite enough. I did the measurements. I need about 17 inches or so, and oh my gosh, that is going to be really tight. Holy smokes, that's heavy. Sorry for the shot. I know it sucks. I am like one button away from buying the expensive camera. I just need to click it. It's in my cart. It's all ready. I just need to click the button. I'm scared. Okay. This could all be for nothing, assuming this thing fits. Oh my gosh. There's like 1 millimeter of clearance on there. Holy, look at that. It's a big boy. It really is. And now it makes that shelf look way more reasonable when you have this monstrosity sitting on there. We just got to slide it back now and put these cords back in. Wow, that is crazy. We'll put those there. And yeah, that looks really cool. That's much better than having on top there. Now I still have something. I could put something on top here if I wanted to. But I think the Xbox, hopefully, I don't know what the dimensions are exactly, but I'm hoping the Xbox can just sit quietly down here on its side. Meanwhile, this thing's just up here, just dominating, I guess. That's pretty cool. What do you guys think? Was it worth $100 to upgrade from this as my media stand to this? I think so. We now find ourselves at the grocery store where I have to go back to because I forgot to get creamer for Cody's coffee, and that's a very important thing. We're just gonna go ahead and stock up like crazy here. Grab 2 of these, one for school, one for home. That should do for a bit. Thank you, Wise, for letting me live another day with the wife. That was totally on me. I remember seeing it on the list and I don't know what happened.
So let's talk about gym class.
Let's talk about it.
It was fun because the music teacher got a brand new, cleaned parachute.
A parachute?
Yeah, it didn't have any string things on it. We used it and we put balls on it and it flap around. We do an umbrella thing where some people would go underneath and stuff.
We used to do that in gym.
And some people would jog around with a ball. We didn't play pop potato or anything.
You guys run under it then?
Yeah, and then when it starts floating down, we run out.
That's awesome.
And then we got to pick up a gigantic ball or little balls, and we got to carry it around the room once.
That sounds really fun.
Yeah, I got the biggest ball in the room and carried it around. It was gigantic.
Very cool. What about Luncheon?
Lunch was yummy. Chicken nuggets, pure delish. I got a little apple pack, and I ate the inside of it, and I just left the crust.
What's an apple pack?
It has little apple slices in it.
Oh, okay.
Little,
Oh, okay. So it has apple slices in a pack, and then you ate the inside of the apple, but left the skin of the apple.
yeah.
Clark calls the skin the crust, which is pretty accurate, I guess.
Look at
If
that
the
deer.
apple was an earth, it would be the crust.
Look at that deer right there.
I see it.
Is it real?
No, it's a fake.
Are you kidding?
Yeah, it's an archery place. So he's just chilling out there. I got our shutter put back on. Our shutter that blew off. Larry put it back on. And I also built a little media stand for our PlayStation 5 and our future Xbox. And it's gonna look so sweet.
And then what else?
Edited a bunch of videos.
What else?
Cleaned.
What else?
That's pretty much it.
You did like barely anything.
I don't know where the time goes, Clark, man. All these things take so much time of my life and it just seems to slip away. How about we send you to school for 16 hours a day instead of like 8? That way I can get twice as much done. How's that sound? No? Oh.
Hate school.
What? No, you don't. To hate school is to hate learning. And you like to learn. Think of all the things that you've accomplished in the last 2 years of learning at school. You're so much more powerful than you were before. You can read. You know numbers. You have friends. All of those things. That's all because of school.
I still have the same friend from kindergarten.
That's the idea, friends. You build them up over time.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And I told Patrick, you guys, as the grades go up, your ideas keep getting better and better.
His ideas are good?
Yeah, and on the way out, me and him, we're just walking together, and he's like, and I'm like, we're gonna walk the whole way home. He's like, yeah, I'll walk home with you.
If you find out where Patrick lives, we could have him over to the house if you'd like to visit.
You probably have fun.
He's welcome to come.
I don't know what his house is, though.
Well, if we get his information, or if you get me his dad's phone number or mom's phone number, we could organize something. Is he your best friend, you think?
Yeah, he's one of my best friends.
Okay. He could spend the night if he wanted to.
Where's he gonna sleep?
I don't know, in your bed, I guess. Is that weird? Is that weird to have somebody over and sleep in your bed? I guess he could sleep in a sleeping bag on the floor if he wanted to. Or he could sleep in your bed and you could sleep in a sleeping
We
bag.
have him over on my 7th birthday.
Sure. Whatever you want to do, man.
I should ask him, and I'll say, maybe for my birthday, and invite you over as one of my friends over there. I bet he would be all pumped up about that.
It doesn't have to be like a special occasion. He can just come over anytime that he wants. or that you would like. If you guys want to get together some weekend, he's welcome. Ask him about it tomorrow and see what he says.
Yeah, I'll ask him about that. I'll say, you can come over for my birthday.
No, I'm saying he can come over before that. Your birthday is not until January, but if he would like to come over some weekend and just hang out in the afternoon or something, he can do that.
When weekend would you like him over?
Whatever works for his schedule, I suppose. We don't have too many big plans outside of soccer and stuff. Something to think about.